Hi there and welcome to another video. I haven't done one for quite a while because, as you can see, Bitcoin has been so steady over the last week or two that there's nothing really to report on. Strangely enough, you would think that because the price is so stable at the moment, I mean on this chart here, I think I had a look just now between the max and minimum over the last, this is a one-day chart, over the last maybe week. I think we have varied by as much as $50. That is all. The Bitcoin price is so stable at the moment, it's unbelievable. I'm not exactly sure what the cause of this is, but it's definitely not because people have lost interest in the coin at all. I want to show you this. This is the CEX.io chart. Take a look at the volume on this chart. There is nothing, there's no sign that people are losing interest in Bitcoin at all. We've still, on this exchange, we've had an exchange of 485.92 Bitcoin over the last 24 hours. So there's still plenty trading going on. People are still buying, people are still selling, but the price is hardly changing. You can see here we've been, this is a 1 hour chart, we've been from 6,530 is the very highest we've been on this chart, and we are at 6,497, let's call it 498 at the moment. So from 498, call it $498 to $530 is 30, what is it, $32 or something ridiculous like that. That's all it has changed over the last, I don't know how many hours. But yet again, the volume is there. So in my opinion, if I go back to this chart, if you remember this is the very first pennant or flag that I drew, and we are now fast approaching the end of this flag. We are, as you can see, today's the 29th of October, and this flag goes up until, call it the 7th, 8th of November at the latest. Maybe 1 or 2 days either side. But I can't see us going right into the point. As you can see, we're not exactly aligned with the point of the flag, so it's almost impossible for us to go into that point of that flag unless the price changes enough for us to get in there. But normally these kind of things break out either on the upside or the downside before we get to the very point of these pennants. Now, as we've seen before, the price of Bitcoin has tested the bottom of this triangle or pennant many times. As you can see here, we had a slight excursion below the line, below the support line, which caused a little bit of concern, but then again we went and popped right back up above it, and we have been trading almost perfectly stable ever since. The South African exchange, Luno, is a little bit crazy. As you can see, we've had zero change over the last I don't know how many hours, and then all of a sudden this morning we had this slight drop. Now this doesn't mean that the price has dropped via the markets. I've been watching this, and there's been huge buy and sell walls put up here over the weekend, or over this entire period, which has held the price steady. And what I think is happening here, they purposely holding the price steady while the international price drops, whether it be $50 or whatever. If you can see here, this dropped from 96,646 South African rands to 96,000 exactly. So you can say we've dropped 650 rand, which is basically nothing. It is maybe $50, if that. Yeah, maybe $50, which perfectly coincides with the rest of the international charts. But I think they purposely hold it like this until there's a big enough discrepancy or difference between the local price and the international price, and then they let it fall or let it rise. All of a sudden they let the market go, they remove those walls, and the price goes. Now this can be advantageous to you if it is you that is doing it, or if you to the person or the entity that is doing this, because they can set their buys and their sells at the correct amounts, and then just let the market go, and they get their orders filled. This is a very simple and quite a transparent I wouldn't say a market manipulation. It is a market manipulation to a certain degree, because they're not allowing the market or this exchange's price to vary with the international markets. They're putting such huge buy and sell walls up that whatever they lose on those walls is made up for in spades by what happens when the price eventually reaches, when they let it go to reach the international price to coincide with it, and they make their money there. So unfortunately I can't at the moment forecast what is going to happen. There is no trend at the moment. It is trading almost exactly flat, not on an upslope, not on a downslope, but basically flat. The only thing I can say is that when we reach this resistance level, or when we get closer to the point of this pennant, something has to happen. We've got to, I mean, time's not going to stop. We've got to break out of this pennant at some time, and I think whichever way, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the upside. We are pretty low at the moment. I can't see us going any lower. We've tested this what's it, about a $5,700 mark, a $6,000 mark many times, and we have not been able to break it and stay below it for any length of time. So I'm pretty confident that is a strong resistance level, and we are going to go above it. So I give this current trend another week or so, and then we should see something happening. This has certainly tested the charting skills of many a professional, or professional as I'd like to call them. They call themselves amateurs, but they're far better at it than I am. And none of them have been able to call what is happening at the moment, including myself, for whatever that means, for what it's worth. But it cannot last forever. In my opinion, once we reach the end of this pennant, something has to change. The trend has to change, and I'm hoping it's going to be on the upside. That's it for Bitcoin at the moment. I thought I'd also give you an update on the Dignity token and Arbitrade and what is happening there. As you might know by now, if you've been following the Telegram groups, I try not to spend too much time in there, but I every now and again I just skim through it and gather the latest news. But I can speak for myself. If you remember the last time, I had been waiting for a back pay from Livecoin regarding the Dignity tokens that they had taken from me twice for the double spend. They had made me pay back the amount that I got in double spend twice, and I'd been waiting. It took quite a while, but I think it was Friday. There was some talk in the group about people getting their money back. I went and had a look, and sure enough, my balance had been set correct with the exact amount that they'd taken from me during the token swap, and everything is now absolutely perfect. I have the correct amounts. Livecoin has kept their word. They've certainly sorted me out, and by the looks of things, by the talk in the groups, everybody seems to have been sorted out now. Trading is commenced, the wallets are open, and everything seems to be fine. On the Arbitrade front, not much has happened in the last while. There's been a fair amount of news that have come out with different companies that have partnered with Arbitrade, and Arbitrade has bought mining rigs. So things are definitely happening. Nothing official has come out of Arbitrade. This is all news in the markets that we could pick up. They bought mining rigs. There's a few companies that have partnered with Arbitrade. There's also a little birdie has told me that, as you know, everybody's been waiting for news from Arbitrade, official news, and a little birdie has told me that we are going to be seeing news dropped very soon in increments, and people are going to be pretty surprised about what the news is going to be. I personally don't know what it is. I've just heard from a reliable source that things are happening, and things are going to get pretty exciting fairly soon. there's a couple of official things that need to be sorted out first, but news is going to be dropping soon, and I think this is going to chase the price up considerably. For those of us that hold Dignity tokens, we've been waiting a long time for this, and I think it's going to start happening pretty soon. I trust my source. Like I said, I don't know what this news is, but all I've been told is it's coming pretty soon, and it's not going to be one lot of news announcing everything. It is going to be news dropped over a shorter period or over a time period, but it's going to be news bombs dropped that are going to be really good news for the market, and well, I'm pretty sure it's going to show in the price as well. That's it for me for now. Excuse my background. I've changed my desk into another room in the house, and it looks like I've got a huge amount, or rather too much light from behind, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. And I think my audio is not as good either, because there seems to be a bit of an echo in this room, but I'm sure you can hear me and see me as well, thanks to the HD webcam that I've got here. It's adjusted quite well for the bright light behind me, so apologies for that. I will see what I can do in the next video or coming videos about the situation. Maybe I'll take the laptop somewhere else in the house and try and do the videos from there. But that's it from me. Not too much happening at the moment as far as Bitcoin is going. I can't believe it's so steady. But anyway, that's it from me. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.